Hello everyone, my name is Fiadh, and I am here as Poppy. And I wanted to talk about my recent #1 fan. And he has been posting about me a little bit, a tiny bit. But he seems a bit obsessed, and he seems a bit, how do I say this in a nice word? Retarded. Anyways, I made a post about a trans, that a trans person posted. They are they, them, from what I understand. And they said, I kind of think trans women generally understand womanhood more than a cis woman. It is an 18-year-old person, and I don't think they know their left and right. And I didn't know their age, so I wrote, this bitch is going to mansplain womanhood to women. Now, if you have more than one working brain cell, you understand that I use the word mansplain as a fucking joke. And then Kai here, this little cutie here, says, I don't know, using a word like mansplain isn't any less cringe than a dude pretending to be a woman. Now, I would understand that if he well, I wouldn't, but I would understand if he was upset about me using the word mansplain, if he was, such a pure person who doesn't use any bad words, But I've seen him use the word retard a bunch of times, so I don't know what he's trying to, why is he angry about the word? So I reacted with this, cause bitch, cry me a river. He didn't like that. That's a grand example as why your enemies exist, and you're perpetually, annoyed by their existence. You're already acting out the very behavior you hate to see in others. I never hate seeing pettiness in other people. That's no. I love pettiness. I'm a petty person. So I explained to this dumbass that I was using this word ironically because this person is stupid and you're offended by it, and like he's offended by it. And he wrote something else. I just cannot see in the post. The word you're looking for, by the way, is condescending. It doesn't rely on political ideology like mansplaining does. Boo fucking who! I'm using a word as a joke, my man. It is neutral term, and not an insecure. But let me guess, correcting you must also be under mansplaining. Isn't that familiar? And I'm saying that it's not. I'm using the word as a joke. You're being offended for nothing. Is your skin that thin? And he says that I am projecting, and he called me sugar plum. What gave you the impression that I'm offended? That was pretty funny. This is pretty funny. You're deflecting valid criticism. It would be funny. It would be valid. It would be valid if you didn't use words like retard regularly and now you're offended by a fucking word. That means nothing. It's a joke. So I told him that his behavior is whiny. For someone who tells transsexuals to act their gender, you sure do start a lot of fights for a female. What does that even mean? And why is he using that gif? This man. In reality, I imagine your bravado. In reality, I imagine your bravado changes. The internet does some amazing things to ego. And I told him that he lost the plot. Cause he lost the plot. What the fuck? And Tigress is a fierce warrior and feminine, but needs to be balanced by compassion and teamwork. else she's just another aimless predator wounding everyone she meets because hypervigilance and sensitivity are often the same trauma behavior. Who are you fighting for? What does that even mean? Who talks like that? What the fuck, my man? he's There was something else. Where was it? My friend butts in and he says, Kai, for fuck's sake, it was used ironically. It's a form of humor. This is friendly fire. You look like a boob right now. Please stop. I don't mind, and you can claim that. It's not implicit. I told you twice that I'm joking. I told you twice. If it was ironic, it was lost in their juvenile response. In her juvenile response, else her response would have clarified, not deflected. God damn it! That is a very long way to say the joke went over your head, and you decided to make it someone else's problem. Poe's law. Hey Grok, what is the correct premise of Poe's law in the context? Is that clear indication, like emotes or explicit disclaimer? Is that it's hard to distinguish between extremism and parody online? This man has been following me for a while now. He's seen my content. He's seen what I'm talking about. He's seen me defending men, and he thinks I will use the word mansplaining seriously. So there was something else. I'm glad you're so confident. When has that ever gotten in the way of perceptive clarity? And again, this gif is so stupid. You know I'm a writer, right? You're gonna have a difficult time manipulating this narrative, Sugar Plum. He called someone a sugar plum again. He is so cringe. And my friend is making fun of him, obviously. It's pretty funny watching you fumble with words like a toddler fumbling with shoelaces, except it gets less funny when the child becomes arrogant enough to try to tie an adult shoes while failing over their own. What does that have to do with anything? Oh my god. What does rolling have to do with this? Dude, that was so well written. Please stop. I can barely keep up with your brilliance. I can only mash like so many times a day. Is there a fan club I can join? Well, this was fun. You can have the last word. The repetition is boring. Good luck with life. He wasn't even repetitive. So he also had to repost it because I don't know, and obviously he got no attention. I mean, you're proving my original point. You're clearly just as sensitive as they are, just in an aggressor sort of way than the weaponized victim way. Both are insecure, juvenile. I cannot speak. Maybe it's from people applauding you for acting. Maybe it's from people applauding you from acting childish. Respect is earned, Sugar Plum. I don't need your respect. And then he quoted me saying that I was using it as a joke, and the joke went over his head. Everyone in my post understood that I was joking, and I was not mean. I was not trying to be mean to men. I was making fun of a trans person. And I misunderstood what tone police is, and that's what I wrote to him. It's not tone, it's terminology, and your tone bothered me. I wouldn't be replying. You don't cure fire with fire. Oh, this is the most stupid one I've ever read. Even children understand water beats fire. Combine the two, and you have something interesting some interesting outcomes. Wetness. What? You know how long ago our ancestors You know how long ago our ancestors learned how to make fire? So use it wisely. Burning your neighbor's house down is great if they ask for it. What does it even have to do with anything? So I stopped replying to them. And then I posted about the fact that I think that gay people should get married. Because I think that they should. And he replied to me first when I said that I will give my opinion. And he said, so your view was poorly refined, low resolution at best, before even making the public statement. People immediately informed the deficit, and now you want to see contrary bias for your own deficit. What? Moving the post until a goal is made. What the point are these ideas of yours? I legit said that I want to give people my honest opinion, and I didn't have time because I was working. What? And then he reposted it. People don't even have their own thoughts anymore. They have emotions masking their thoughts. It has nothing to do with emotions. If you don't understand marriage or religion or marriage law, then what the hell are you reacting to? A fantasy demon in your head, a nefarious oppressor of principles. This is a product of society that is increasingly fatherless, and this is the fear it creates. He's saying I don't have a dad? My father would love hearing about this. This guy got so angry about me using the word mansplaining. He's crashing out for a second day now over fucking nothing. And this goes on. He reposted my friend saying, spicy, it always ends the same. Insecurity posturing as overconfidence due to complete lack of curiosity in the actual topic beyond mindless agreement. My guy, you're so fucking stupid. A joke went over your head, and you cannot come down. And then he also posted, I forgot about this. He also posted, this bitch tried to femsplain her tweet to me. It was great. Gotta love the world's diversity. Bitch, you're a dumbass. It's amazing to me how stupid you are. You made a scenario of me in your little head, and then you're crashing out for a few days about like things that are not even true. I love to see it. This is very entertaining. I am glad that this guy had this crash out, because this is a pure entertainment. I am not replying to his post. I do not want to give him the satisfaction. I hope he sees this video, and if he does, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the view, you dumbass, and thank you for being a retard that I can farm for views. And I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did, because I really did enjoy his little crash out over me using a word that doesn't even mean anything. It's amazing how he got so offended that he's still coming to my post. He's still following me, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's still following me. And he has the most stupid things to say ever. Now, don't go and harass him. Don't even give him attention because it's not worth it. But do laugh with me at him because he is a funny guy. He doesn't try to be a funny guy, but he is a funny guy. He is a very educated and very smart and very distinguished writer. I had fun. And I love making fun of retards, and he is the most entertaining retard I got to meet recently. And yeah, god damn it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed making fun of a dumbass. I know I'm also a dumbass, but at least I have self-awareness about my stupidity. This guy thinks he's the shit. I don't want to be mean because he's so tiny on X. But if you were so entertaining, people would agree with your thoughts, and people would follow you, and people would agree with you. But alas, you're a dumbass. You write like a dumbass, and you think you're some big shit because you're using dumbass analogies. In reality, you're a cringy little baby who whines about words like mansplaining. Womp fucking womp. Anyways, as I said before, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.